Hey Dandelions, it's me Sandy, aka Sandy Dandy, and welcome to Dandland Video, where you don't have to rewind, but you have to be kind. Okay, and today's selection is Tarzan. Okay, let's back up just a little bit so you guys can see the whole thing. It's starring Alexander Skarsgård, Samuel L. Jackson, Margot Robbie, Damon Hanuso. Sorry if I did not pronounce that right, and Christopher Waltz. Okay, let me show you guys the names of the actors. I have seen this before, and I totally loved it. I'm not into like most of like superhero movies or anything like that. And yeah, I have watched. Let's see, how many versions of Tarzan have I watched? I think I've only watched like 2 versions of Tarzan, and they were both animated. I've never seen like the black and white Tarzan movies, but yeah, I love Alexander Skarsgård. I think his acting is great. He's the only thing that was good. He was the only thing that was good in the remake of The Stand. I thought his acting was great. The rest of the people, sorry Whoopi Goldberg, their acting was not good. I also love him in True Blood as Eric. And yeah, so here is the back. Okay, let me see if I can zoom in a little bit. Okay, I don't know if you guys can pause or read that because the print is so small, but yeah, there's the back. And let's see. Yes, it has special features. Yeah. So this is a 2-disc. There is the movie, and the second disc is the bonus disc. Yeah, this is my favorite version of Tarzan. Like I said, I've never seen the black and white versions of the Tarzan movies, so yeah, I can't say nothing about those, but this is my favorite because it explores more of like his life when he was not when he was in the city. Like in this version, I think he was rescued when he was a baby. Or a small child, and then he was because right here is a picture of him with a suit on, and for some reason he has to go back. It's been a while since I've watched this. For some reason he has to go back to the jungle. I think I can't remember if there was like poachers or something was interrupting the environment where he was when he was, I think he was like he was either a toddler or a baby. I think he was maybe like a toddler when he was rescued. But he needs to go back to, like, right things. And I think, I don't want to spoil this for anybody, but it's been a while since I've seen it. But I think that he and his wife, they end up going back and just staying in the jungle. It's been a while since I've seen this, but yeah, it is one of my faves. So if you get the chance to watch this version. It is really good. So yeah. Okay, so what did I think of V for Vendetta? I absolutely loved it. I found out it's based on a comic book, graphic novel series, and I didn't know that. I was kind of, on the fence about it. I was like, because on the picture on the cover, it shows like an army of, well, on the back it shows like an army of like soldiers and stuff, and I was like, oh, please let this not be a war movie because I do not want to watch it. But it wasn't, and I loved the character of V, he was really cool. I don't want to spoil it for anybody that hasn't seen it, but he got disfigured in an accident, so he wears the V mask. And yeah, he does not never take that off. So it's not like in the extra features, special features. They said this is not like other like superhero movies, because this superhero never removes his mask. So you never get to see his face underneath there. You do get to see his hands at one point. So he got severely burned in an accident, so you get to see his hands at one point, and they are like all red and stuff. So you do get to see that, but it was just a really good movie. It's got a lot of action in it. So if you're one of those people that like action movies, it's got some really cool fight scenes in it. I have watched a few action movies, and I do like some of them. And I like superhero movies. So I like some superhero movies. I got to see Aquaman not too long ago, and I really loved that. I didn't think I was going to like that, but I did. So yeah, V for Vendetta is it got put into my collection because I really enjoyed the movie. It hooked me from like the first few minutes of it, and it kept my attention throughout the whole movie, and I really loved it. So if you want to check V for Vendetta out, it's been out since it came out in 2005. So you could probably, I don't know if they have it on any streaming services, so you may have to do a little research, and if you have like I don't think that they don't have video stores anymore. I think there's one Blockbuster, and I can't remember where it is, the last Blockbuster, but they are no more video rental places. So if you have a library, and I have one, but it's like a mile away from my house. I wish it was closer, because if it was closer, I would use that service more. But if you have a library, and they have like DVDs, maybe they might have V for Vendetta. Or if you can find it, if you're out like DVD hunting, and you actually can find it real cheap, and you kind of like the superhero action thing, I would recommend getting it. It is really good. So yeah, and also Tarzan. So I'm gonna watch that today. Right now I'm watching an episode of Farmhouse Fixer with Jonathan Knight. I had watched it when it originally, like the first season originally aired. I watched the first season, and now they're getting into new seasons. I didn't watch like the second, third, fourth season. I think they're in the fourth season right now. That's the season I'm currently I have set on my DVR to copy. But yeah, I actually have got hooked on that show. I like watching how he does he actually does some of the work. And yeah, you would think like Jonathan Knight, you would think, oh, he's just a name for the show, but he actually does work, and he lives on a farm. I like watching like when they show when he's out with his he has chickens and horses and ducks and stuff. I like watching that. And his mom is on the show sometimes, and it's really cool show. And it's really cool watching him fix up all these like old farmhouses, because that's really cool. I don't know if I would live in a ancient house, because I'm one of those people that is superstitious about spirits and stuff, because I am an empath, and I I don't know if anybody else believes in spirits, but I do, because I have personally lived in a haunted house. And yeah, I can pick up that stuff. And I try to, yeah, I haven't actually seen a spirit in a long time. I thought I seen my mom. Okay, this was one day I thought I seen her in the yard where her flower garden used to be. I thought I seen her standing there, but she was young, like she was when I was a child. So yeah, and I also have seen my aunt Diane. We used to call her like, all my aunts and uncles have like have a nickname, and we used to call her Dinky. I don't know why that name got stuck, but I have seen her spirit, and I have seen my Uncle Alan's spirit. Yeah, I wish you guys would have ever got to meet Uncle Alan. He had the he could tell you some of the wildest stories. I don't know if all of them were true, but he always cracked me up. And I have also seen my grandparents. I think I've shown you guys their photo in a video. But my grandmother on my mom's side, she died when I was around 8, I think, when she died. And I was 13. I was 13 or 14 when my grandfather on my mom's side died. I called them Mimmy and Papa. I don't know if any of you guys. I don't know if it's like South thing, a Southern form of calling Grandma and Grandpa, but I called them Mimmy and Papa Nub. I do not know why that nickname stuck with my grandfather. He did. This is something that my mom told me, and I had never noticed it when he was alive. But he had, he had a couple of his fingertips were cut off, and I think it was his thumb, and yeah, I never noticed it. I mean, when I was a child, I just didn't pay any attention. I never noticed that he was missing those fingers. And my mom told me that that just the tips of the fingers. And my mom told me that this was back in the old days. He brought them home in a jar when they were little, and he buried them on their property. So yeah, and me and my cousin were like reminiscing yesterday about our family members that we miss, and how we miss our grandparents' old home place, because it is no longer there. The property, the people that bought the property, they demolished the houses and all the stuff on the property, and now there's this person has a trailer set there, and yeah, it's kind of sad when you drive by where their house used to be, and it's not there anymore, because he was my cousin that I was talking to yesterday. He was just a baby when my Mimi, my grandmother on my mom's side, died, so he doesn't really remember her, and he likes hearing the stories when I tell him the stories about Mimi, because he doesn't remember her that much. But we were talking about that when my grandparents had this porch on their house, and they would sit out on the porch and they would listen to the radio during the day. They had this thing called Bargain Time, and they would listen to that, and when all of our relatives, like a lot of our relatives live close, and I would be there, and a lot of my cousins would be out there and just sitting on the porch, and then other relatives would come and we would have chats and stuff. And yeah, that's something that I miss because I don't think anybody really does that anymore. And yeah, so I'm going to let you guys go, and I'll see you guys in the next video.